Will this work?
Well, it's a tall order, certainly, Sherry. We just heard from the Tokyo governor, Yuriko Koike, proposing the idea where big companies should add vacation days and turn this Golden Week holiday to a 12-day break, calling it stay-at-home weeks. And they're hoping to do so they can lift that state of emergency order on May 6th. But lifting that holiday, lifting the lockdown, I should say, during the holiday could be a risk. This is the most popular time to travel, where families take extra time off to travel to their hometowns or abroad. And keep in mind, Japan also doesn't have any penalties for people traveling unnecessarily. And we've seen a couple of warm days where people did venture out as well. So there is a risk of lifting this state of emergency during this crucial time. Japan has seen a decline in new infections, but given the limited testing out there and a majority of these new cases unknown or with no known links, the extent of the virus is still unclear. Abe, the prime minister himself, saying that the goal of reducing person-to-person interactions by 80% has not been met yet. And Koike also saying and calling for residents to limit their grocery store shopping to once every 3 days because they were getting too crowded. So it's going to be tough to lift that state of emergency order on May 6th.
Yvonne, we also just got news that the Philippines is extending its lockdown. What do we know?
Yeah, so they're going to be extending that lockdown in the capital region to May 15th now. And we've seen that the death toll in the Philippines from COVID-19 has surged nearly fivefold since the start of the month to 462 fatalities. Confirmed cases have also tripled to nearly 7,000 now. So you see the thinking behind why they had to extend this. The government is now also not only trying to contain this virus, but also dealing with the medical brain drain that's weighing the healthcare industry as well, and trying to keep nurses at home instead of exporting them around the world. Meantime, we also heard from other countries like Malaysia extending its lockdown until May 12th, while also easing some restrictions. They're allowing about 10,000 students living in dorms and those away from home will now be allowed to travel during the lockdown. And the growth in new infections has slowed in the country. So the government has relaxed some restrictions to allow a few companies in construction and machinery to operate again, but with a reduced workforce. The government, though, not ruling out a further extension of that lockdown for now.